baby bird, saying, "Feed me, Mom, feed me." Moved him into a cage, or her into a cage. Yeah. What is that, camera? Now you're going to quiet down. A minute ago, she was jumping in the corner, just going crazy, saying, "Feed me, feed me. It's time to feed me." Second feeding of the morning for you. And here's what we were feeding him. I wanted to show you this little loop. I failed to show it in my other video about his splayed legs. This is the little loop of yarn that I put around his upper legs when he was real little that prevented him from remaining splay-legged and fixed him. He was on there for a week, and I tried to leave it on a little longer, but after a week he started kicking it off. But meanwhile, it kept his two legs together and fixed his splayed legs. Just a little loop of yarn that I tied. Put it on him, tied a little knot, and it worked really great. Would you look at you on a perch? My goodness, I'm surprised. Yeah, look at you. It's a low perch, but you're on it. What a sweetie. Hello, baby. I'm going to try and feed you in the cage because we have a new puppy and you can fly perfectly well. Yeah, I hear him in the background. That's a playful bark. And if this bird took off flying, he's a puppy, and he would probably go for you. Yeah, he probably would go right after you. So, try to keep you in the cage where you're safe. I'll take you out in my hand in a minute. I've been holding him in my hand. You know what? This is really messy, trying to feed you without holding you. It's going all over you, baby. Yeah, you're not doing so well. You're just spilling it everywhere. Let's try this differently. My water over here that I left. Yeah, let's clean you up and just try and hold you instead. Come here. Come here. Yeah, you're a mess. You're a mess. I'll try and hold you. Yeah. I don't want you to get away, though. Don't want you to get away because that puppy would be a real danger to you. Eventually, I hope he will learn to not show any interest in any of the birds with training. But right now, he's still a puppy, and he needs training for everything. We're still working on housebreaking, although that's coming along very well. Yeah. He's gone outside 3 times today in the morning, 3 times in the morning. So he won't be making any dog messes, any poops in the house, because they're all outside. He has puppy pads, and when he has to go pee, he's been using the puppy pads. And I think as he gets older, he'll be able to control that too. Yeah. So, I do love dogs. I also love cats, and we have one cat right now, but she's different than our other cats. If you have a copy of my book, Rosy Bird's Guide to Small Exotic Birds, there are pictures of 2 of our former cats that have since passed on, but they used to keep me company while I would hand feed babies and stuff like that. They were very good kitties, never bothered the birds. Although if you have a cat, it's best not to leave them alone with the birds. I wouldn't do that. I mean, at night they didn't have access to any of the cages. And they were always, in the house only when we were, they were in the house where the birds are only when we were also here. Okay, little one, I think we got you cleaned off. Mm-hmm. And you didn't try and fly yet, although you can. Yeah, you've been doing all kinds of stuff. Let's see here. Okay, get up on your perch. That's a good baby. She's got blue on her rump. So this little hand-fed sweetie will be for sale in a couple of weeks when she's completely weaned and eating on her own. And she's adorable. She has a little box over there. I haven't changed her diaper yet that's in that box, but yeah, that's where she sleeps at night. It's a little warmer. Yeah. You're a good girl. Yes, you are. Good baby. And she had some kale, chopped up kale down in that red lid. And I noticed it's been knocked out or eaten. So maybe kale is easier to eat than seed, because she's certainly been in there with that. And she has some millet and some nestling food and some water in there. Got everything she needs. Okay. Bye for now. So, this is Ruby and Rudy. What are you doing, silly girl? Ruby is very tame. Yeah, she's very tame. Well, just tell him I'm a liar. Her nest box is closed off. She's had enough babies. But this is the mother of the one I'm hand feeding. And their father is not tame. But that's Rudy. He's a very pretty Rosy. And come here. And Ruby, who was hand-fed. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to let you out. I'm sorry. Not with our new puppy. Not right now. Here's my helper. Not necessarily wanted helper. This little guy is 11 weeks old. And so he has lots and lots to still learn. Yeah, this is Sasha. Or Sashi. Sashi-san. He is Border Collie and Australian Shepherd. Yeah, and he is full of vim and vigor and helping me get over the sadness of losing our last dog. Aren't ya? You keep me so busy. Yeah, you hear the baby? Hello, little one. You want me to feed you, don't you? Okay, let's get you some breakfast. Come on, come on. I have to be extra careful because she can fly now. And if he or she does fly, yeah, let's put this over here. It would be a disaster if the dog chased her. Yeah, we have a little dog who doesn't know enough yet to not chase little birdies. No. I have a little dog who doesn't know. I guess really I should put Sasha in the laundry room with the door closed when I'm doing this, especially as this little bird gets older, because eventually it will fly off. And after getting up in the middle of the night for many, many weeks trying to keep it going, it'd be a real disaster after all that work and effort to lose it. Plus it'd just plain be sad to lose it, period. Yeah, nice little bird. And my other birds don't get to come out as often because of Sasha. Our last two dogs over the decades were wonderful with the birds. They didn't bother them. We've had cats that were the same way. That we had a cat named Mei Ling, and I had babies get away from me and land on the couch right next to Mei Ling, and she just froze because she knew she was not supposed to bother them.
Now we have an outdoor cat that showed up right after the 4th of July. It was a stray. And she won't come in the house, which is maybe a good thing. She sleeps on our covered back porch well, actually she sleeps in the doghouse, which is on the covered back porch, and has a soft bed inside. And I feed her and pet her and make over her, but she doesn't want to come indoors. So she won't be scratching furniture and she won't be chasing birds. Yeah. Whereas the other cats I've had, I had trained to leave the birds alone. I treated them just like furniture. I ignored them. Yeah, I don't know that she would, because she was outside trying to survive on her own for a while. I don't have the wild birds that I used to have when we didn't have any cats. They've learned to stay away because it's not a safe place like it used to be. How are you doing over here, sweetie? You getting full? You're getting full? I'm keeping my hand over the bird because I don't want it to fly. We're getting low on food here. Yeah. If you notice the bounciness of its head and everything, that sort of indicates to me that it's had enough to eat. Yeah, here's a bowl of hot water. Make sure you're clean. No matter how much you clean off, sometimes if you overfeed them, and it's better to overfeed them than underfeed them. If you do overfeed them, they will regurgitate the extra food. And so you've got stuff to clean off anyway. Yeah. And it dries and, yeah. Okay. Want to go back in your cage where you're safe from our overly friendly little dog? Oh, I hear you down there, Sasha. I hear you. Let's see what we can do. Trying to balance the... Okay. So we need to change the towel in here. Take out last night's dirty towel. If I had a bunch of birds that I was hand feeding, I would change this box to a new one. But with just one little bird, it's not too bad. You just change your paper towel, give you a new diaper here. There you go. You're over here in the corner where nobody can see you. You want to go in your bed? There you go. There you are. And he's got stuff to nibble if and when he gets hungry or gets big enough to try it. And he's got water that's real just on the floor where he can reach it easy. So he's all set up. There we are. That's our hand-fed little character, hand-fed from day one, who for a while had splayed legs, doesn't anymore. Oh, Sash. Okay, Sasha wants breakfast too.